Okay, everyone, it's time for a new topic of Ryan on Gaming. Today's topic involves internet comments. This one comes from Masi Gulaiki. Says, Ryan on Gaming topic, does the internet comments have an effect on making a game seem worse than it is, or sometimes make it seem to be better than it is going to be? I tried my best to explain. LOL, I hope you get it. Haha, I do get it, actually. I see what you're saying. So, like, internet comments, do they make or break a game? Do they make a game seem more than what it is? Do they hurt a game's reputation? And, like, the obvious answer is, oh my god, yes. Are you out of your mind? I mean, here's the thing about nowadays, is one of my biggest pet peeves in games nowadays is internet, like, stupidity and internet comments and internet, like, I don't know, like, the internet's a great place and I love it. We all love it. We pretty much, like, thrive on it. We'd suck its dick if we could. But you always see, like, such, like, idiots, like, complete fucking idiots in the comments and stuff. And it's always people fighting and trying to justify their opinions and convince everybody that they're right and trying to be trolls and blah, 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 blah. It's the internet, it's just a big, like, it's a big gangbang. But in terms of the game space, like, yeah, absolutely, those things are true. I mean, it's it's borderline speechless. It's just one of those things where, I mean, the thing is people get so worked up about, like, things in games. You see a trailer for a game that you're legitimately very psyched about, and everyone, like, there's 10,000 plus comments in an IGN article about a preview for a certain game, whether it's the next Mass Effect, the next BioShock, or whatever, and people are super pumped and super excited to hype level 1000, and that just gets people really pumped up, and that's obviously what the publisher wants. Publishers want people to get super pumped. They want hype levels to be 100. They want people to go out and buy the game. Then people go out and buy the game, and of course they have this super high expectation that ultimately falls short. And it always falls short because these people are expecting this publisher to give them Jesus. They expect Activision to give them a golden hot dog and a golden dusted hot dog bun. They expect the next, I don't know, you see what I'm getting at, right? And it's the same thing with bad games. I mean, if there's one bad game that comes out recently, like Knack or Rise, Order's a good recent example that comes out, and, like, these are decent games. Like, I don't think any of these three games, for example, are bad games, but they're decent. They're not great, they're decent games. But because it's, like, the internet, and because it's always, like, console wars and all that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, Rise sucks. Oh, no, Knack sucks. The Order, who would get that cinematic movie? It's like, come on, dude. Like, and it always hinges on, like, the big thing is, like, price for games. People always like to consistently not understand that games drop in price. So when a game launches at $60, like it traditionally does, people judge that based on the value rather than the fact of the actual product itself. That's another pet peeve of mine. Judge the game, not the price, because the price is going to go down eventually. And that's another big thing, right? It's like, if you bought Knack for $5 and played it, I'm more than certain you get your $5 worth. I'm more than certain you would enjoy the game at $5. The same thing with The Order. No one made you go out and buy The Order at $60. I bet if you borrowed it from a friend for absolutely free, it's definitely worth your, 6-7 hours of time to actually finish the game. And now people are going to go, oh, it's 5 hours. Take your time with the game, it's like 6-7 hours. Even if it's, it's probably even worth the first 2 hours where you realize, oh, I don't really dig it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things where you go online, you see a video, there's a comment saying something about some game that's blah, 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 absolutely crap, and then there's just the next person does it, the next person does it, and it has this big distinction of being an absolutely crappy game. Then you go out and try it yourself, and you're like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Then you go out and buy the next big game that everybody's talking about, like Destiny or something, right? You think, oh, everybody's playing Destiny, everyone's got this Destiny, blah, 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 it seems really, really awesome. You buy it, you play it, you're like, oh, this sucks, it's totally, like, garbage, it's not what I wanted at all. And it's like, well, don't be so easily influenced, man. Maybe you should have tried it first, maybe you should have rented it first, maybe you should have had better judgment, maybe you should have been a normal thinking human being and maybe understood the fact that comments are comments and they're going to easily manipulate you. That's the thing. People are easily manipulated. And that's just the simple reality of it, is people are easily manipulated, and they easily conform to ideas or whatever, all that hippie bullshit. Like, that's just what it is. Like, that's totally what it is. I don't know. It's the most simplest way to put it, really. Do I wish it was like that? Of course not. Do I wish every comment thread and like an article and video was like really sound and people were like talking all normal and subjective and being courteous to one another? Of course. But then at the same time, I'm glad it isn't that, because like then the internet would be boring. Anyway, thank you so much for the topic. It was a good one. That is why I did it. Oh, I did it. I did it all right. Who did it? I did. If you have a topic, please submit it. It's not like an application or something. Don't get all sweaty. It's not like an application you have to fill out. It's not a job interview. All you gotta do is just write it in the comments below. That's all you gotta do is just write it in the comments below. This video was about comments. We were talking about comments this whole time. I hope you were thinking of a comment to write down in the comments. And if it's a topic, please submit it. And again, don't get so much anxiety. This is not a job interview. Just give me a topic.